All right, guys, it's Friday morning, and this is your Alt Weekly Review Preview. We're going to review the sales from last night's Thursday night, Thanksgiving night Alt Weekly Auction. These cards ended on November 27th. We're going to review them the morning after like we always do. If this is something new for you, then go ahead and do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon so you get notifications of when new Cajun Cardboard videos drop. The one thing I can promise you is you're going to get these alt videos every Friday morning, at least for the rest of 2025. We'll leave it at that. Then you're going to get a little preview. We're going to look at the Jordan stuff that sold last night because everybody that watches the channel sort of always has their eye on Jordan as the leading trendsetter in the market. Where Jordan goes, others follow, usually good or bad, for better or worse. And then we're going to look at some of the cards that are available next week, including even I will admit, one of the most unique dual logo men cards in existence in the world, and it's already at a humongous number. So last night we had a card sell for over $300,000. It was a pretty recognizable card. You guys are going to enjoy it. It's going to be at the top of the list. Hopefully you guys aren't too fat after yesterday. Here's the key. Don't go back in. Don't go back into the stuffing and the dressing and the mashed potatoes and 7 rolls. Don't go back into it today. Just do your best to abstain after what you did to your poor body yesterday, or at least that's me looking in the mirror telling myself that. Enjoy this Thanksgiving episode of the Alt Weekly Review Preview, and I appreciate you guys spending your Friday morning here with me on the Cajun Cardboard channel. Enjoy. All right, guys, Bryan with Cajun Cardboard coming at you from the great state of Louisiana, and I'm going to reward those of you with a little sneak peek of the website. It's coming along. I'm going to screen share for about 10 or 15 seconds, just a quick glimpse. This is not final by any stretch. I've still got a lot of work to do, and I've only got about 30 days to get it done, so the website will be ready for your consumption by January 1st, 2026. But I've been working on the Cajun Cardboard website, and let me show you just a quick glimpse of what we're looking at, and then we'll get cranking on the Alt Weekly Review Preview. Just a kind of a little glimpse of the main page, the home page, whatever you want to call it, and just show you some of the drop downs that we've got up here at the top. Of course, Home Shop, About, Blog, Connect. There's going to be a whole separate drop down section for the various projects, namely the Cajun Cardboard Michael Jordan Hierarchy project. There's a Kobe project that's going to be dropping really soon. There will be an entire page for that. There's going to be a page on here where we talk about a new Michael Jordan project that I'm working on as well. Of course, we've got the locker where you guys can get all of this brand new Cajun Cardboard merch. I'm still working through the hat. It's not good enough. It's not good enough yet. It's not good enough for you guys. The first hat, I didn't like the way it connected in the back. The second hat looked like Abraham Lincoln. It was gigantic. It was too big, and I know people don't want that. And so we're still working on the hat, but you can see some of the t-shirt options. The shirts are going to be Adidas. The backpack is going to be Under Armour, but the golf shirts are going to be Adidas. The quarter zip, which I already have one, is Adidas. It's going to be some really, really high quality stuff. We've got hoodies in there. We're going to have some Michael Jordan cards for sale. There's your Yeti / tumbler, whatever you guys want to call it. Cold weather folks here in gray or black. Here's what the hat looks like, but again, there's more to it. We're going to get that hat straight. You guys are going to have some great options. I'm only going to sell stuff that I would wear myself, and this will be another great way that you guys can support the channel. Instead of me constantly asking you to use the Cajun promo code, now I can constantly beg you and bug you about buying some Cajun Cardboard merch and rocking it at the shows so we can meet up, dap up, give a bro hug, and say hi when you see me at the National next July in Chicago. So that's it. Just a quick preview of what the website's going to look like. We got a lot more to go. There's a whole lot more to add, and there should be, I think I'm still on track to have a monthly Cajun Cardboard monthly newsletter as well. All right, so let's get cranking here. We'll start with there's going to be a lot of these, and I'm just going to stop talking about them. No offense to Steph Curry collectors, and no offense to Alt or anybody who collects patch autos, but there are so many Steph Curry patch autos that from now on, I'm just going to stay Steph Curry patch auto, $26,639, and that's it, because it's taking up too much time in these videos just too many of them. This is an EX Credentials, one of Kobe Bryant's 4 NBA licensed serial numbered rookie cards, and it's a BGS 9. BGS 9 is a big old deal, guys, in case you didn't know that. It is a Pop 38. There are only 13 gem copies of this EX Credentials Kobe Bryant rookie card. So BGS 9 is the real deal. This card has done some things recently. You're looking at a 23, 24, 31, 28. So no real surprises there. It's basically a min 9 because it's got an 8.5 down there for surface, but great looking card nonetheless. It's the diamond cutting at the top that always gets you. But this one, honestly, let's click it again. It doesn't look bad to me. You can see it a little bit where Credentials doesn't line up perfectly with the top edge of the card. But guys, I've seen much, much worse for sure. And let's keep going with the incredible theme of all-time top 10 great players. Maybe the greatest power forward, likely the greatest power forward that ever walked the face of the earth. 28,441. This is the Tim Duncan Essential Credentials Now, serial number to 75 from 1997. BGS 9.5 is a Pop 9, people. There's only 3 PSA 10s. This seems cheap to me. I know that sounds crazy. It's way up from the last sale. We've seen a 2021 sale of 30. 2022, it went 26 and 17. Remember when the hobby sort of mini crashed back in 2022, and here we are. It's all raging and again. And this one goes for 28, so a little bit below 2021 prices. Again, you're not going to see this card sell very often because what did we say? There's only 9 of them out there, and if you've got one of these, you're probably going to tuck this thing away for quite some time. This is a really special rookie card of Tim Duncan, serial number to 75, and this is a quad gem as well. And so this is a card we have not seen sell in 3 years, guys, and so we finally see it, 28,441. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, ball high, elbow out, face looking left, right, ball in right hand. I'm just making jokes here. These Panini contenders have a bunch of different variations. This is, I guess, ball high variation. It's cracked ice. It's serial number 20. It's a PSA 10. It's 29,336. And I will say it again. There has never in the history of the NBA been a team in a better position to go on a dynastic run than this team. And if you say the Warriors, you're crazy. The Warriors never had anything close to the treasure trove of assets, draft assets, that the Thunder have. The Warriors were not as young as the Thunder are, and the Warriors were not as deep as the Thunder are. You may sit there and scream at me and say Steph Curry was better than Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and I'm not going to argue with you on that. Steph's an all-time great, but where they are, their age, their depth, their contract situation, their GM, their draft assets, there's never been a team more primed to go on a dynastic run. It's just not easy to do in the NBA anymore, so we'll see what happens here. I think they're currently 18-1. That's a pretty good record in my book, chasing the all-time record of 73, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. 2 PSA 10s of this card exist. This one sold last night for 29. The highest sales before that were 25.8 and 25, so 29,336 is the all-time high. We thought we were going to see a little bit of pullback from Shai once the season started. What people didn't realize is he's going to score 30 points a game, almost never play in the fourth quarter, and the team's going to go 18-1 and look like a freight train that cannot be stopped. And so a little bit of hype, adding fuel to the fire on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander prices, so you get an all-time record on that one. Limited logo, Kobe patch auto, 30,286. A Nebula Jason Tatum. Remember him? Rumors, it's already starting to swirl. There's rumors of Jason Tatum making a return in 2026 and not, next Halloween, like this season. And so we'll see what the Celtics decide to do. People thought they might do a little Spurs trick like they did when they got Tim Duncan and just sort of chill and take an ass whipping and tank a little bit, but that's not in Joe Mazzulla's nature, and that's a very prideful franchise. So they're hanging around the middle of the pack over in the East, and if Tatum comes back, that's one more team we're going to have to look at in the playoffs as a potential problem for anybody and everybody trying to come out of the East and get swept by the Thunder. 30,542 for that Tatum Nebula. Another Shai Gilgeous-Alexander rookie, 2018 flawless, serial number to 25, PSA 9, does 31,230. This is a big sale for this card. Another all-time record. As you can see, SGA cards up 14%. Natalia says basketball up 6%. So SGA more than doubling the market right now. We need medical help. We need medical consultation. I don't know who in the world can go pay $32,000 for a 2022 Paul George basketball card. I just don't know who's out there. Who does this? Who can do this? Who's got enough cash / missing brain cells to go out there and do this? I don't know. Paul George is done. He is cooked. It is over. He is Thanksgiving food leftovers. The game is over for Paul George. Physically, he is not one of the 5 best players on the Philadelphia 76ers, which is just a middle-of-the-road team right now. I'm worried about the future value of this card. $32,266 is more than was paid for the 2 Shai Gilgeous-Alexander cards, the Kobe limited logos. I mean, there's just a lot of reasons why I don't feel like that was a great purchase. Do I love the look of the card? Good Lord, yes. And is there Paul George collectors out there? I guess. I don't know. Incredible card, incredible price, I would think would be really the headlines on that one, though. How about a Jordan Wizards playing years card? You may hear more about this in the near future on the Cajun Cardboard channel, as I might dig into this a little bit in the future and sort of peruse that buffet of Jordan 2 playing years cards for the Wizards. Serial number 25, BGS 9 does 32.4. Damn, guys. 32.4 for a BGS 9. This is like one of the worst options out there. There's only 25 of them, for God's sakes, and there's 5, certainly 14 of them graded better than this. 32,000 is an all-time record for a Michael Jordan Wizards card. We've only seen this card sell twice, and there you go. That's one of the 2 sales, 30,000 and 32,000. Big sale there. Steph Curry Panini 1-in-1, serial number to 1. Goes for $32,982. We've got a Klay Thompson Logo Man Auto from 2023 Immaculate, serial number to 1, that goes for $36. And then a Luka Doncic Nebula Choice PSA 10 1-of-1 with an NBA Gold sticker on it. Again, confusing how you could put a gold sticker on a 1-of-1 card, because are you not comparing the card to its peers? Are you not trying to distinguish this card from others of the exact same ilk? There are no others. This is a 1-of-1 Nebula Choice, so I don't understand that. Or maybe you're just comparing it to PSA 10 cards in general. I don't understand how that works, and it's probably just I'm just not educated enough on the topic. Somebody can help me in the comments. 2009 Upper Deck Exquisite Collection Rookie Steph Curry 910 does 42. A Jordan Men Gem, and unfortunately the men is in the wrong category. It's the centering category, which is the most important category. I'll be honest with you, though, the centering looks really good to me. I know it got a Men Gem, but it looks good. I mean, it really does. I mean, the top to bottom looks great. You could argue left to right, a little fat left, a little thin right, maybe. Pop 548, $43,000. They're still loading these. It's not going to come up. Again, I don't like to really look at BGS 9.5 prices all that much, because it hinges so much on, the quality of the subgrades. Like, for instance, here's a 105. That's probably a Gem Plus Plus that sold on Alt a little over 2 months ago, or right at 2 months ago. And then you can go for, it goes 36, 38, 105. Like, how are we going to make any sense of looking at numbers on paper? You got to look at each individual sale, which you can do on Alt and you can do on other platforms as well. Love this card. 2024 Platinum, Panini Immaculate Collection Premium Patch Logo Man Laundry Tag Auto Thingy. PSA 8, 10 for the card, 43.5. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's True RPA from National Treasures in a BGS 9 does 45. How about the Kobe Bryant Jambalaya, the OG, the original Jambalaya, the lenticular, the oval-shaped Jambalaya? This is a Gem Plus Plus, a superlative copy. This is going to be one of the highest sales in recent memory for sure. And what an image, what a picture, what a card of Kobe Bryant right here. 45,000 far eclipses the most recent sales. In 2025 alone, the card has sold for 22, 36, 25, 29, 33, and 45. So the first sale in 2025, this calendar year, was 22. This one doubles that sale. You're looking at a card you could have been scooping up last year, not in 2018. Last year, you could have picked this card up in the teens, in the tweens. 14,000, 14,000, 14,000, 15,000, 12,000, 19,000, 18,000. Now you're looking at a card, and again, this is not a normal copy. I'd guess the card's probably a 30 or 35, right? This is an exceptional $45,000 copy right there. Huge sale on Alt last night for that Kobe Bryant Jambalaya Gem Plus Plus. Mojo Wembanyama, $51,000. The guy's out and his cards are going up. I don't get it. I thought 18,000 was preposterous. Now he's up 37% over the last 90 days, not having played for about at least 2 weeks now. 42, 48, 51. Is that the all-time record? Hell, it might be. Hell, not only is it the all-time record, it's not even remotely close. This card just December of last year, that's less than a year ago, was 18. Now it's almost triple that. I don't know, man. I don't know if that's going to end well. That's a nice card. It's a great card. You can squint and make it a color match card. It's PSA 10. There's a lot of great things going for this card. What did we say the pop was? Pop 14. 50 grand is a lot of money, man. You can do a lot of things with 50 grand. Kobe Bryant and patch auto from 14 National Treasures. PSA 10 does 52. How about a dual logo man, Anthony Edwards and Kevin Garnett? They may end up being the two greatest players in franchise history. I would think, and I know this is going to sound crazy, I would think Anthony Edwards still has some work to do to eclipse Kevin Love and what he did at Minnesota. And I'm not saying he's not going to. I'm just saying as of right now, he might have some work to do to eclipse Kevin Love. I'd have to go back and look at that a little bit closer. But that's something that you guys can do on basketballreference.com. But what are likely going to be the two best basketball players that, or at least for this franchise, the two best basketball players that have ever put up numbers, for the Minnesota Timberwolves? I guess Stephon Marbury would be somewhere in the conversation, but I don't think his tenure is going to end up being what Anthony Edwards is. Patch auto, horizontal, rookie, signature prime material, gold, Luka Doncic, serial number to 10, 3 colors on this one. It is a gem, minimum gem, 54,948. BGS 910, 1 of 1 laundry tag SGA from 2023 Flawless does $57,000. Another laundry tag from 2021 1-in-1 Steph Curry does $66,300. And then let me just say this. This is not a public apology. I like Amen Thompson. I like Ausar Thompson. I like watching these two guys play. When I make jokes about Amen Thompson, the jokes are because people are paying $70,000 for their basketball cards. That being said, this is pretty cool. They're going to end up being probably the second best brother-brother NBA pairing in NBA history. First and foremost is far and away. It's not even close. It's Pau Gasol and Marc Gasol. I don't expect these two guys to make 11 combined All-Stars. I don't expect each of these guys to win a title like Pau did on more than one occasion and like Marc Gasol did. I don't expect, it's not crazy, but I don't expect either one of them to win a Defensive Player of the Year, but they're damn good defensive players. And I like these two guys. I think this is a really, really cool card. Do I think $70,000 is an appropriate price for it? Probably not long term. I don't think that's going to work out well, but what a really badass card, and I love the flawless look of this particular year of the Logo Man. $70,000 for that card right there. And again, when I say things like, I don't know if 70 is the right number, go back and look at the Tim Duncan credentials, serial number to 75, Gem Mint rookie card that we just looked at, and how many of those you could buy with your $70,000. It's confusing. Doncic horizontal patch autograph does 85. Doncic horizontal patch autograph from 2022 again does 96. And then another Steph Curry flawless 1 of 1 logo patch auto thing does 109. That's a big number. And then here we are. This is the top row, guys. This is Murderer's Row. Let's start with a championship tag over here. And we've got Steph Curry, BGS 8, auto serial number 10 from 2021 Flawless. This is a serial number 2 card. It does $114,000. And then we got a Steph Curry Topps Chrome Refractor. Remember this? Just the ho-hum, serial number 500, just the regular refractor, $138,000. It's a pop 29. Golly. That is a low pop. Shout out to Purvis Ellison, Never Nervous Purvis from the University of Louisville Cardinals that wore jersey number 29 in the NBA in his not so illustrious NBA career. This PSA 10 pop 29 does 138. That is very much up from October 14th where it went 95, 132, 138. Let's see what this thing's done over the last couple years. Guys, this is... Man, in the last year, this thing's way more than doubled. That is a lot of run, and I love Steph, and he is a legend, but damn, that's way up. How are Steph cards doing generally? Let's see what Alt says about Steph cards. Alt says they're up 15.82%, so about 2.5 times what the regular basketball card market's doing. And then the big winner last night, the biggest card, over $300,000. You're looking at one of the very rarest Michael Jordan autographed. That looks like Pete Carrill back there in the background, former Princeton coach, if you know what I'm talking about, offensive genius. 1984 Star 101. This is a card, is a PSA 6. The auto is a 10, a big, bold blue 10. I don't know anything about autographs. Some people didn't like the look of the autograph from an authenticity standpoint. PSA liked it just fine. They put it in a new PSA slab, and they slapped a 10 on it. Pop 2, PSA 610, never sold, so we'll ring the bell. I don't think we've seen one of these things come to market recently or maybe ever. I can't remember. I feel like I should know more about it. But again, guys, just bear with me. I don't really collect autographs. I certainly don't collect aftermarket autographs, but interesting piece, great piece right there, and you get Charles Oakley to boot. $304,000 on that card, far and away the big winner. All right, let's look at the Michael Jordan stuff that sold last night, which is real easy to do. You just go up here. I think you go up here and you type in and there we go. We got a little delay here in Cajun land. Okay, Michael Jordan. Let's see what MJ stuff. We talked about it. That's big stuff right there. Chronology, you guys know how much I love it with Jordan pissing on the Celtics in the Garden. 26 for that BGS 9. A 9.5, number 117. This is the Jordan base card from the second year of Star, and it's a little more pop than you would think. Pop 214, so plenty of those out there to be had. This card last night did 18, which is down a little bit. It's a min gem, so that has something to do with it. 18, 22, 18. No real surprise there. Jordan LeBron dual auto BGS 9 from 2005 Upper Deck Trilogy. Clear cut autograph does 17.4. I've always loved, I'm going to click in here. There's a black label of this floating around, and it is just absolutely jaw-dropping. But this is a card that I've always really liked the look of. It's a 2004 Ultimate Collection Achievements Signatures Jordan. The card is not it's serial number to 69. Super sexy 69. This is a BGS 8.5. The autograph is a 10, and that's what you want to see. This card last night did 15,000, a little bit down, but over the last two sales before the last sale. So nothing really spectacular there, up or down wise. Jordan autograph here from Upper Deck, signature marks of distinction. How about a PSA 9 Intimidation Nation? We're finally looking at some hierarchy stuff. This is not a 10, it's a 9. We saw the 10 go bananas recently. The 9 is a pop 37. There's only 11 10s out there. There's a few 9.5s. This card does 12,240. Guys, I think we might be looking at, in fact, I am telling you for sure, we are looking at, well, let's go back to 2021. Just to be safe. No, we're not getting there, dude. This was an $8,900 card in 2021, 12,240. You're looking at a new all-time record for a Michael Jordan hierarchy Intimidation Nation PSA 9. People are starting to notice these are a little more rare than you think. Go check out those pack odds on the back of your Michael Jordan hierarchy poster. I don't know what just happened. I lost my Michael Jordan. Let's get back in it. Let's get back in it. Let's get back down to that Intimidation Nation. Okay, let's do one more row. 9.5 3Ds, another hierarchy card. I think it's a tier 3 hierarchy card if I'm not mistaken. The premium 3Ds BGS 9.5 does 10,667. A Jordan signature, SP signature, authentic signature 10,510, and then a refractor Rockstars 9,900. I believe that's not a good sale. Let me look at this. I think this thing went well into the teens. Did it not? It did. Okay. So this is a card just this year, and this is the pullback we're starting to see on the Jordan stuff. Guys, look in 2025. Let me just go quick. This is just in 2025. It made its run here, right? It started at 7 back in January. It seems like a lifetime ago. We've had a hell of a bull run in the market since then. 7. You ready? 12, 11, 14, 11, 11, 11, 12, 13, 8, 11, 12, 13. Then it came below 10,000 on November 6th and below 10,000 again on November 27th. This is a pop 75 card, but what do you notice? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 times, guys. 13 times the card has sold in 2025. Why? Because the price went from 7 to 13.8. That's why. And that is going to bring out extra copies. And when extra copies come out and it sells a jillion times, it's going to suppress the demand because the people that want it are going to get it. And so every time one of us gets the card that we want, that's one less future bidder, usually. That being, usually the case. So I suspect we're going to settle. The card will get back down to 8 or something like that, and then we'll go from there. Next week's auction, this was the unique card I was telling you guys about. This auction is going to end on December 4th, next Thursday. This is the Bronny and Braun 1 of 1 2024 Flawless Dual Logo Man. It is a really, really cool card. I must admit, it's already at $62,891 without buyer's premium. Patch auto Steph, immaculate. Manga Chef Curry, PSA 10. Dumb, in my opinion, but people like cartoons, and for some reason, Steph Curry is built like Giannis in that picture. 9.5 dual patch autograph Kobe from 2016 Flawless. That's always a great looking card to look at. That's serial numbered 6 out of 23. Kaboom, LeBron James from 2018. I don't think I've seen this one. This one's doing really well. Okay, that's right. I haven't seen this, and this is why. This thing is a Pop 6 and has not sold since 2020. This is a card that's going to defy the most recent Kaboom crash. And so the Kaboom cards are coming back down. That is undeniable. It's happening. We're looking at it on Mondays and Fridays. This one probably won't come down. This one will probably do a record number because it hasn't sold since 2020. In fact, I am almost 100%. I'm not going to look because I don't care enough, but this is by far going to be the all-time highest price ever paid already, and it's going to keep going from there. There's already 15 bids. Star Swatch Auto, serial number 5, Emerald. Steph is at 25. The White Sparkle, love this color match for Victor rookie card, PSA 10. More LeBron Kaboom with an NBA silver diamond sticker. The silver matches the Kabooming silver in the background. I don't know how this came up under basketball, but it did. Did I not put basketball in here? I did not click basketball. This is an user error. This is a Cajun error. There. Now we're looking at basketball cards. Gold Kaboom Anthony Edwards, PSA 9, vertical. The Manga Alien Sipping on Tea, Victor Wembanyama sunglasses card is at 17.8. LeBron 2018 Gold PSA 10, big card right there. Big numbers. Gold Prism PSA 10, doing big things right now as we are finally arriving at the end of the Panini era for basketball cards. Dual Auto Jordan LeBron from 2005 Ultimate Collection. We've got a Dunkin' Go Nuts still. Somebody's selling into what's going to be a dip. Okay, let's just see how it does. It's already at 15 with no BP. Credentials PSA 8. We just saw the 9.5 or 9 sell. I can't remember. I think it was a 9. This is a PSA 8, which I think is what with a BGS 9. I think PSA 8 BGS 9 on this particular card is what. And this is a silver NBA sticker as well. True RPA, jersey number, LaMelo Ball. I don't know if there's anybody who's fallen out of favor more in the hobby than LaMelo Ball. Maybe Ja Morant, which makes one ponder what would happen if the two teams reached out to each other for a trade. What just like and like, right back and forth. These two guys, give them a new home, give them a new start, give them new teammates to quit on and always be injured with. 1997 record collection, Jordan PSA 10. Big boy card right here. Really tough to find this card in a PSA 10 because there's black corners and edges everywhere. Championship tag stuff going on here. We've got LeBron. We've got Tatum. We've got Giannis. It's 3 pretty good basketball players. This is from 2024 Panini Eminence. We saw the refractor PSA 10 go bonkers for Steph Curry. Now we're looking at the BGS 9 right here. Dual patch auto from Eminence, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I'll tell you what, they did a good job with this 2024 Eminence product. These are really good, really good looking cards. Panini 101, Shock Face Steph Curry, serial number 10. Dual patch auto Steph Clay, Splash Brothers from 2023. Dual patch auto Kobe Flawless, BGS 9. Anthony Edwards is making a Spider-Man thing. What's he doing? Doesn't that look like shooting a spider web or something like that? Maybe, I don't know what's going on. I thought Donovan Mitchell should be doing that since he's Spider. But this has got again, it's got an NBA gold sticker, which I just don't understand because you're supposed to compare it to peer cards of the same, same parallel, I would think. But maybe, I don't know. I got to go read the website or whatever. 2009 Steph Curry Topps Paper PSA 10 right there at $9,500. And that's where we'll kill it for this post-Thanksgiving. Nobody's awake yet. They're all sleeping one off. Whether you drank too much or ate too much, either way, you're probably sleeping by the time I record this video, but not me. I'm here to bring you the most consistent content in the hobby. Hopefully you enjoyed that sneak peek of the Cajun Cardboard website. Here, we'll bring it up again just so y'all can get some tasty visuals of the website and some of the merch that's going to be available. We're also going to have Michael Jordan cards for sale on the website. It's going to be hard for me to figure out how to do that because I'm old, but I have a young, smart, techie IT guy here. And look, some of these used to be my old cards, which some of them I still do own. In fact, I think all of these I still do own. But Pretty cool. There's going to be a lot of really cool stuff for you guys on here. If you're a Hierarchy Project fan, there's going to be a whole page on here for you. If you're a Kobe Bryant collector, you're going to want to visit the website as well. There will be a little Kobe flavor to the site as well. If you're a flipper, if you're a short-term hot potato flipper investor kind of person, there's going to be some stuff on here for you. And then, like I said, there's going to be a lot of really cool Cajun Cardboard merch that I've product tested myself. I'm not going to give you all a bunch of trash. The stuff that I got in, I sent a lot of it back and said, no, well, I didn't send it back. I just gave it to my kids or whatever. But a lot of it, I was like, not good enough. I need better. We did it with the Yeti. We did it with the coffee mugs. Yes, if you want to buy your wife a set of coffee mugs, you can do that as well. We did it with 2 hats so far. We did it with a backpack that was just unsatisfactory. I said, my Cajun Collective, anybody who's going to buy a Cajun Cardboard backpack and rep that at the National or at the Dallas show or at any of these Chicago Spectaculars or any of these other shows that I unfortunately don't get to go to. If you're going to wear a Cajun Cardboard backpack, it's got to fit a Zion case in there. It's got to be deep enough to where you could put stuff in it. The first one I got was flimsy and thin, and I didn't like the fabric, and I was like, not going to happen. This is not what I'm giving my people. And so only the best. If you buy it, you're going to like it. And that's it. That's it. Website is under construction. It'll be done January 1, 2026. Newsletter as well. I'll explain how to sign up for the newsletter. I don't want all your information. I just need your first name and your email address. That's it. There's no, I'm not going to tell any jokes about the most recent failed card sales platform and the data breach. The only data that I want from you is your first name and your email address. I don't want your social or your credit card information or any of that stuff. I don't want any of that stuff. For the newsletter, I want your first name and you could put a second initial, I guess. And then I want your email address. That's it. I don't want any more information. I don't want that responsibility, right? I don't want to worry about data breaches and all that crap. Anyway, that's it, guys. Your Alt Weekly Review Preview. These Alt Weekly auctions end every Thursday. Don't forget to set your phone because the next card that you need for your PC may be selling in these Alt Weekly auctions. Enjoy the video. Enjoy your day after Thanksgiving. Some of us have to work. Some of us don't. Either way, hopefully everybody had a very safe Thanksgiving and got to kind of ponder and reflect on all the things that we have to be thankful for. Life's all about perspective, man. You can't control your environment, but you can control how you react to it. That's something I'm trying to remember and trying to teach to my kids. And it's not easy because you get so caught up in what happens to you, you forget that you control how you react to what happens to you. But life is all about perspective. And if you look hard enough, I think most of us will realize how blessed we really are to be who we are, where we are, and do what we do. Thank you guys for watching in this post-Thanksgiving episode of the Alt Weekly Review Preview. Enjoy the video. Have a great weekend, and peace.